guys, before I start this video, if you haven't had a chance yet, look right up there in the corner. Check out Jake Porter at Jake Porter HVAC. He's a owner-operator, one-man guy out in Tennessee. He's having to pretty much start his YouTube channel over again, putting up videos. He lost all his content. Check him out. Pretty good guy. I think you'll enjoy listening to him and hearing his opinion and watching what he does. Alright guys, so we are at a call where somebody's talking about they got high humidity in the house, and typically when I run those calls, most commonly what you find is somebody has turned the fan to the on position at the thermostat and they've got the blower running 24 hours a day. So I got here and she talked about the humidity, and I kind of went over, hey, it's, we're in the 70s outside now, and the unit's not going to run as frequently, and when it does come on, it's not going to have a long run cycle on it. So in this kind of weather, if we're raining and we've got the humid weather, you'll see some humidity increases in the house as normal. You can set the temperature a little lower to get it to come on more often, a little more frequently, but usually we find the blower in the on position at the thermostat running 24 hours a day, which is going to run the humidity up in the house. Now you heard that just shut off when I took the screw out. So with all that set aside, the thermostat is in my hand, and the blower was constantly running even with the thermostat set to auto and turned off. So now I just got under the house, and all I did now was take that screw out, and you just heard the blower shut off. So I was thinking we had a stuck relay or something like that. Let me put the screw back in and see what happens. It's probably a stuck relay. The electrical compartment's right in here, and I took that screw out, it vibrated and opened the relay on this thing. So unless there is a wire right behind here when I get this door off, we're probably going to have a stuck relay control. But we get a lot of these calls around here. In the spring, the humidity sets in before the heat sets in. Then the fall comes around, temperatures drop. Air conditioning doesn't run as frequently, but the humidity's still here. And the people call and complain about humidity. Yep. There we go. Look what's sitting right there when I took that thing out. And there's our G and our common. So we're going to have a bad relay in this thing more than likely. At least the blower runs. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump this thing out, let it run a little bit, and then see what happens. See if it'll stick on me again. It's not an X13 motor. It's a PSC motor. And of course, they've chosen to start putting the capacitors way back there. Now at least this one's got enough room in it to get your hand back there and unplug something to check it, but I don't. If they could mount it back there, I don't understand why they couldn't have mounted it right here, maybe. I don't know. Brilliant minds, man. Sometimes they don't think alike, and I don't understand. Somebody got a bonus for that out in Tyler, Texas, for this awesome designed air handler. I'm sure. He's probably never worked on one. He just had to do something to change something to make sure make it look like he was working, I guess, and coming up with ideas. Yeah, you hear that thing buzzing? We'll let it run a little bit and see if it sticks. So that's going to be our problem, these little relays. So yeah, she said something about humidity, and then she also said, would that also now they had the fan in circulate mode, not in off or not in auto. Wasn't in on, so I took it out of circulate, and she was asking me about the light bill's been high recently. Last light bill was higher. Well, yeah, this thing's pulling, I don't know, what, 1.5 amps maybe, running 24 hours a day with that relay stuck. So they did have it in circulate, which that won't be quite as bad as it running 24 hours a day. But this is usually what you find when you run humidity calls around here in the spring and in the fall. The air conditioner's not running as frequently because the thermostat obviously runs based on temperature set point, not humidity, unless you use a different type of thermostat to set it to dehumidify. There's systems that do that, but this isn't one of them. So yeah, we're pulling roughly 1.5 amp, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So yeah, your light bill's gonna go up. And your humidity's gonna go up. Because when that blower's running and that air conditioning's not on, you're sucking humid air every time the front door opens. They got kids going in and out of the house. Every crack, creak, and crevice in the house. As you can see, they don't have insulation under everything under the floor. There's some more missing right there. So that blower is sucking the crawl space humidity up in through the floor. And it's gonna run the humidity up into space. It's just what happens. But I like when I can explain it instead of just coming to a house and they want to complain because they gotta register sweating in the bathroom. So we have de-energized our relay. And that is not a time delay relay. And it shut off. So we're gonna have to get a new blower relay for this. It's a 2021 model right there. And part will be under warranty. I'll call and see if they've got one and we'll get it swapped out. High humidity complaints in the house. Check for things like your blower running, check your thermostat, make sure it's not set to the fan position, or circulate even. If the temperatures have dropped outside and there's no heat load on the house, the unit's not running as frequently, it's not running as long when it does run. So it's going to do much less dehumidification when it's 75 degrees outside than it's going to do when it's 90 degrees outside. So the humidity is going to go up in the house because of that. And then when you got a blower running 24 hours a day, you're going to run the humidity up in the house 15-20% easy. All right, so now that we know we need to replace this relay, let's see if we can get our hands on one. All right, let's get this thing replaced. I've got the disconnect out, and it shouldn't be very difficult to replace that. There's 2 screws. Yeah, you got that blower running 24 hours a day at 1.5 amps. It's going to run up the bill. And it's definitely going to run up the humidity. That's for sure. Alrighty. Well, it's got this little bracket on it. Does that snap off? Nope. Huh. That's kind of funny. This This one coming out has this little bracket snapped to the bottom of it. And this one does not. I guess I'm reckoning it matters. Make sure I've got the right relay. I mean, this is the one they told me I needed. What is our AZ 2900 1AB? Train part number DA04. Take a picture of that one, make sure everything matches up like it's supposed to. Guess they got cheap and decided not to include the little bracket. I don't know that it... RLY01951 says AZ2900 1AB. And AZ2900 1AB. Yeah, it's the same relay. I guess they just don't include that little piece on it anymore. Does that snap off? Does it glue on or something? I don't know. So we will now just only have one screw holding it in. Looks like. I'm only going to be able to get one screw in one of the holes because it's not going to be long enough to reach the other hole right there. That's kind of odd. You would think it would come with a little piece under the bottom of it, but it doesn't, I guess. I don't know that there's any way to get that off, because it seems to be stuck on there pretty good. And there's nothing on the bottom of the new relay that indicates that something can snap there. So, as long as it works, I guess that's all that matters. So we'll plug that there. That one will go there. This one goes there. And this one will go here. And then they're kind of tight. Our common and our G, and they can pretty much go to either one of those terminals. Don't necessarily matter. Let me make sure that the diagram on the side of those relays match, which they should. 135624 135624. Yes. China. Anyway, so we've got that in. Put the disconnect back in, and we'll see if this one's a little quieter than the other relay was. And make sure that when I drop the call, it shuts off the blower. Oh, do I have the float switch tripped? There we go. Alrighty, it's on. Let it run a bit. I had the float switch out while I was looking in that drain. Let it run for about 10 to 15 seconds. Obviously there's no more buzzing, much quieter, and it shuts off. Alright guys, that's it. Simple blower relay replacement. I'll wait for the thermostat to call. I'm not going to bring you around for that, but yeah, high humidity in a house, blowers running constantly, you're going to have it. Most definitely. Especially if you're in the southeast like I am. So anyway guys, appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, and see you on the next one.